Are the mics working? Dude, oh my god, this is so botched. Back to another episode of the Botch Pod, the worst podcast in the world. We are here today, the one and only MAXGOD.
Thank you guys for coming. I love your content. Representing Buffalo, 716 and the 585 right now. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. We're in Rochester. Nice little studio here.
Beautiful studio here.
Beautiful.
So nice. They're so welcoming too.
So how you been,
Those are
dude?
great.
Amazing. This studio we mix, produce, record at. They built it all themselves. Shout out Wicked Squid Studio. The vibe here, super grassroots, and some of the best musicians that I've ever encountered in my life. I love working here.
So what you been up to lately?
I just got back from New York City. I was at the Eden Gallery. He had a showcase for Gail Yosef NFTs. Meta Eagles, Crypto Bulls, and Crypto Bears. They're some of the hottest blue chip NFTs in the market right now. I love interacting with the community, but I cannot put my production to the side. I'm working on an album called To The Max right now. We have about 8 different videos, about 12 different songs. We've been working on them for about 2.5 years. So like the rollout, getting it to work out like seamlessly it's been a process with the marketing too. So that's not on the back burner. But like whenever there's a new subject line in my life, like NFTs or real estate media production, I go full force, but I don't put my album on the back burner. So Pressure is the music video we're working on right now, and Games, we shot it in Miami. And we just we shot a new snowmobiling scene, a car chase scene. So like color grading and putting that together with the sound design down to like engine noise is a lot, to say the least.
It's crazy, dude. Like, cause I see your Instagram. You're literally like 1 week you're in Miami, and next week you're in New York City, and then you're like on some mountain snowmobiling. I was like, what the fuck, dude? This guy's nuts. He's all over the place. It's
My
awesome.
first rollout was with National Suicide Prevention. So like I really take the content seriously. I think music can save a lot of lives, and like the industry as it's moving right now can be very destructive for the people who need healing energy. So I take it very seriously from like an art perspective, not just a corporate perspective or monetary.
Yeah, no, it's dope what you're doing. And so you only have like one song on all platforms out right now, right? And
As of now.
Yeah, and it's from like 2019. It got a lot of fucking listens too. We were looking at it on the way here. It got a lot of listens.
I had a song with more listens that was called Tick, but that was a completely different vibe. That was one that Adam 22 and the Impulsive podcast put on.
Yeah.
I was with Adam 22 in LA 4 hours before he was held at gunpoint.
I saw that way. I
That's
saw that
crazy.
on his story.
The
I remember
universe is
that.
crazy. So I
Yeah.
went to LA. I saw Future 8 hours before, and he
Okay.
wasn't very social.
No.
So I was like, I need to meet a star in this town when I'm in LA that really actually cares about my art.
Yeah.
Adam 22 let me freestyle for him. Super just human. I mean, in my opinion, he's one of the like leaders of the forefront of media now.
Oh, definitely. Adam, he's built himself up so hard over the past couple of years. He's awesome. Like, and everything I've heard about Adam, like whether it's like somebody that's met him or like just like people online, they say he's like the most like careless person when it comes to like he's not judging you or anything, no matter like how many followers or whoever you are. Like he treats everybody the same. And like I've never met him, but like could you say that's true?
He seems like he gets enjoyment from the craft. And I feel like that's the deciding factor in all arts is if you love what you do, people will love working with you and collaborating with you. And all the way from the X interview, like I still love watching his content.
Yeah. I was gonna say I've been watching him for a while, like when he used to do like vlogs and like with the BMX stuff and like I is that where you saw him at the No Jumper store?
Yeah,
like,
before it
around
closed
there?
down.
Yeah, I know.
On some
I was
shit
trying
store.
to make it out there on some shit. That's what it was. I was trying to make it out there before it closed down, but
I was gonna
it
say,
closed down.
how did that happen? Like, how did that go down?
I was walking with my videographer and I ran into him. And then I said, can I freestyle for you? And I freestyled for him and he loved it. And I was just being myself. I have Tourette syndrome. I don't force my tics, but you're probably going to see me do some weird shit on this podcast.
You did the one leg thing.
And he put it on his Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
was
saw
dope.
that. Yeah, I was going through your stories with the Adam 22 thing,
What
and
do you
I saw
call
that's
that?
pretty cool.
What do you call that? The one leg thing.
It's like a pistol squat. A lot of
Yeah.
Green Beret and like Marine Corps do it for training. I went to wilderness camp when I was 12 years old. So like I learned it early, but he said you got to be careful with your knees. I mean, you'll blow out your knees doing that shit.
Definitely.
It's a Russian squat.
Oh,
That
dude.
is pretty. Oh.
Oh,
That's wild. It's
Yeah.
wild.
yeah. See,
Did that hurt at all?
my knees would be
Feels amazing.
gone if I had to do that.
Oh man, I
right
can't. I
now.
can't even dream of doing that. No, I'm not even like. God, I am so unflexible. You got to be really flexible to do that shit. That's crazy. And like just balance
Good
wise,
ligaments,
it's
good
insane.
joints.
Everything.
Yeah, my knees, my hips are gone, but
Oh, big football guy over here.
they're gone. It is what it is.
So what else you do out in LA?
We were shooting a lot of music videos back then too. Like a
Okay.
lot of content that I put to the side. I wasn't really proud of like my original vocals. I didn't really like the content I was doing.
Yeah.
People responded to it. Tick got 4.2 million views.
Okay.
I removed it due to sample issues. I had no clue about ASCAP, like actually how
Yeah.
to distribute content the right way.
Mm-hmm.
It got claimed on a bunch of different producers, and just like I had to remove it. But
Yeah.
Swaco the Child, he has a song on Sonic, the new movie.
Mm-hmm.
Songs with Offset, A Boogie with the Hood. You probably heard like Fast,
Yeah.
400 on the Dash.
Yeah. Swaco the Child. Yeah.
Swaco, there's Swaco, Lamont, and G Swanky.
Okay.
I have a song on my new album with Swank and G Swanky.
Okay. Cool.
They
Really.
produced all the original like booty tapes. Like
Really.
he used to like smack a girl's ass, record it, use it as a clap on production.
Yeah, I've seen him on TikTok a lot. Like I remember, like we were in college actually. Like that song. I don't know what it's fast. Is it just named Fast?
Fast.
Like okay, yeah. Like all these guys were bumping it at one point. I'm like, who is this guy? And like they showed me. But like I've seen him like popping off on TikTok a lot lately now too. So that's cool. That's
Yeah.
really cool actually.
Do you use TikTok at all?
Absolutely, I do.
Yeah.
I was doing a lot of stuff for like promotional stuff, like batteries. I was selling something called a Whiz Pen and a Whiz Mag to clean your phone. We sold about 1,900 units of those just from TikTok.
It's
And
crazy.
My coworker James, who I want to get him on a podcast soon too, he's insane. He helped market them, and he has a 1.9 million follower TikTok right now.
Yeah.
He does Reddit videos, and he blew up that account to 1 million in about 2.5 months.
Crazy.
You just got to
Crazy.
stay consistent, 3 videos a day, and you also have to like actually tap in with your fans and see what content they like and don't.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
I feel like artists right now too are going crazy on TikTok. Like Russ just had like an open verse challenge, and some random girl just duetted it, did it, and then Russ put her on the song, and then they hit #1 on the charts.
Yeah. It's
Russ
crazy.
is a perfect example of doing it himself.
Right.
And artists are starting to realize that promotion in like corporate culture and the major labels, they will not promote you the same way they used to. It's kind of like fast food. They sign 60,000 artists a year. They don't really put the marketing budget, so you got to be out there doing it yourself. And there's certain thresholds, like Oliver Tree spoke about. Atlantic wouldn't even release, they wouldn't push his album until he had 2 million followers.
Really.
You got to do it yourself. You got to be out there.
Really. It's like Oliver Tree. He's cool too. What do you think about Oliver Tree?
I think he's genius.
He's awesome. He is so funny.
Yeah.
Everything he does is just, it's so funny. It's always interactive and like even like from like music standpoint, music video standpoint, and then like everything he does on social media. And then as far as extending, like he never breaks character. You know what I mean? Like I get that's kind of who he really is, but there's also a character development there and he'll never break character.
He's
I just think
hilarious, dude.
he is so funny.
He's so funny.
His music slaps too.
Wonder what he looks like without that wig.
You think it's not a wig, is it?
Yeah,
Wait, which one
it
are we
is.
talking about? The blonde
Blonde
one?
hair.
Oh, that, yeah. I was talking about the bowl cut. The bowl cut's
As long
funny.
as he got that on, he's in character.
Would you ever do a bowl cut?
Absolutely.
You would?
Yeah, I would.
I don't know if I could bring myself to.
I've never dyed my hair though, so that'd be a push.
If you were to dye it, what color would it be?
Purple.
Purple?
Get the
Like
purple
like
jacket.
purple like the jacket?
Yeah,
So dark purple, nice.
dark purple.
That's always cool. Lil Peep did that back in the day. Like
Should
when
do
it was
it.
first
Right.
coming out.
Right when
R.I.P.
the
Peep.
Dude, I love Peep.
right when
so
the
much,
album
yeah.
drops.
Right when that just go purple.
Yeah.
Dude, I
That's
think so,
grassroots marketing.
Fucking
That's
paint your
fire,
nails
dude.
purple. Fucking.
I'm gonna do that. Okay.
Yeah. Let's-
Album release hair purple.
All right.
Oh, you guys heard it here first. Botch Pod.
Exclusive.
Let's go.
That'd be dope. So when's a projected date for the album?
I'm thinking November, but about 2 months of promotion before, like going really hard, like doing shows and stuff like that for Root and Rise. But I also want to drop Silver Lines first.
Okay.
I got about 4 singles before album.
Gotcha. What's a plan for like the singles before the album? Is it like one a week or is it like
One every
spaced
3
out?
weeks.
3 weeks? What's the science behind that?
One every week, I believe that you can get very saturated. I believe that people will start to be like, okay, this is kind of...
I've seen a lot of artists do like one a week, like 2 weeks before. You know what I'm saying? Like something like
before
that.
yeah.
Right before.
Papoose is a really insane example. An album a month. I have a lot of respect for that.
That's insane.
That's got to be crazy.
That's insane.
The work that goes into that, like, because if like you're putting out, it's not like it's a mixtape a month, like an album a month, like that's like A lot of production value goes in. I know nothing about
A
music.
lot of
I feel
energy
like,
goes
honestly.
into it too.
It's crazy.
I feel like the baby puts out a shit ton. Like he got hot and took off, and like he just hasn't stopped. I feel like he's just nonstop putting shit out. But I don't know. There's a
I
lot
have
of
huge
artists like
respect
that.
for all these artists. DaBaby, I mean, everyone at the top, at the forefront of culture and influence in music. I have huge respect. The sacrifices they make are remarkable.
It's crazy. I
Who's
see
your
it. I see it with Benny. He's nonstop traveling. Always working on stuff. It's crazy.
His song with Cole, he said, "It doesn't feel as good as it looks."
Right.
Johnny P's
Yeah, he
Caddy,
did. Yeah.
and you
That
felt that
was
shit.
a banger too. Probably his best song, in my opinion. I don't know.
Who's your favorite out right now? Like favorite music? It doesn't need to be a rapper, but just music in general. Like right now, this date.
I'm just gonna be honest, The Weeknd.
Okay, yeah.
But like, yeah. So as far as rapper, Kendrick's up there, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Benny's music is so compelling, in my opinion,
Yeah,
too.
Benny's fucking hard. He's it's so nice. His music is like I didn't really listen to him until I started really hanging out with him much more often. But like, yeah, 100%, I can get behind Benny big time.
Tanner Talk 4 really took it back like 3 years. It's kind of crazy.
I feel like that was like his imprint. Like he really took the time to make that album timeless. I gotta say The Weeknd though, just because like he got me through a lot of fucked up times in my life. Like when I was really down listening to the trilogy, like you feel like your pain is someone can relate to your pain when no one's there for you. I love the Beatles. I used to listen to the Beatles on record, going crazy in my room before like streaming services when I was like 8, 9, 10 years old. Old Beatles records like Clash, Queen. I like that stuff too. I mean, really like understanding like early shit, like the sitar, like hearing different modal instruments when I was younger too. Like I wasn't so into rap at the beginning of like listening to music. I was really obsessed with the Beatles. Like I was John Lennon for Halloween when I was 8.
That's crazy.
So I feel like Lil Wayne really got me into loving and like adoring rap. Like he was the person who brought the swag, he brought the purpose, and like his music is just undeniable in my opinion. He needs a lot more respect. Like
Oh yeah,
He
definitely.
does.
Yeah.
I think he's the greatest of all time. I mean, my opinion.
Oh, Lil Wayne.
He's
Yeah.
up there. I mean,
He's
obviously
bumping
Biggie
back.
and Pac, right?
Oh,
You got to
certainly.
give
Doing that.
them their dues, but
Go.
I don't know.
Thank you.
I don't know.
he brought
Lil
the
Wayne's-
club though. Like Lil Wayne brought the
Thank
club
you.
to your ears, and it's just different.
He did, and his lyrics are insane, like unmatched in my opinion. His metaphors and shit, crazy. But
I heard something about like $1 million worth of game. Like I think Gilly influenced Lil Wayne's cadence. I heard something about that. He wrote for him or something like that. One of the two wrote for him, and his cadence at the time, like his delivery was unprecedented, and it just hit differently. Like down to like the new flows he does with the auto tune, like the super like layered warbly auto tune. Everything he does now, it still brings that power. I feel like his music's still hidden.
Yeah. Yeah, I could give you 100%. So okay, I wanna sway off here. So like, just an interesting thing, like for like anyone that like is just listening and like doesn't really know who you are, previous to this. What would you like? So it's like you're meeting somebody for like the first time. Say, like they ask, "What do you do?" Like, what's your like? What are you going with? Like, what are you saying? Like rapper, or like you going with something else too? Like, I just want to know like your title or job description, like your life. Like, basically explain that.
I'm a creator. I would
Okay.
definitely say I'm a creator. I'm a problem solver and creator. I would say as far as rapper, I'm an artist more
Okay.
than a rapper.
Yeah.
I would say that I kind of do a little bit of everything. Like I even fly the drone for my own music videos.
Okay.
So producer of content, media, and creator. I would say I'm a creator.
Okay. Cool.
yeah, I was gonna say I remember talking to you outside the cellar, and like you just like got into so many topics so fast. I was like, holy shit, dude! Like it was crazy all the things you were talking about. Like you were mining crypto, right? And you were all into crypto, and then we got interrupted by some dude trying to sell butcher breath, like a dime of butcher breath for $80.
Something like that.
Yeah, yeah, dude, I'll never forget that. No, you're like, dude, I know what I look like, but damn.
Yeah. I think he was trying to charge 85 an eighth.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my God.
And I'm like, no, I don't smoke the grass. I'm like the Migos. Like, we don't smoke weed.
You don't smoke weed?
I do smoke weed, but to
Okay.
him, for that
Oh,
price,
for
I
that,
don't
yeah,
smoke weed.
How often do you smoke?
I'm trying to cut down. Like, to be honest, I really do want to quit. And
Yeah.
I'm just going to be honest with the people listening. Like, marijuana is addictive. No question, it's super addictive.
Yeah.
I smoke a blunt or 2 blunts a night,
Okay.
and I want to get to no marijuana for a year.
Really? Do you ever do like a tolerance break to see if you can do it? Or
I've
like-
gone a year. I've
you've
gone
gone?
6
Okay.
months. And the second you feel that feeling, like for me personally, I definitely have an addictive personality.
Yeah.
So that's kind of one of the reasons why I'm into so many things. Like I used to try and hire talent to do my videography and like work with different producers.
Yeah.
I kind of need to get a better understanding of how to do that stuff myself to either find the right people or get the desired result.
Yeah.
So yeah, marijuana is something I've been trying to quit for years,
Okay.
for sure.
Now, you're talking about like video, like creativity and everything, and creating things. Do you? I'm sure you know who Cole Bennett is. You like him?
I do love him. I
Yeah.
mean, he's a genius with not just his videos, his platform.
Oh yeah.
He's
big time.
He's intertwined with a lot of major artists and labels, and the way he functions now is almost as he's kind of like the first videography production label I've seen.
Yeah. No,
kinda-
you're right.
He's kind of his own label.
Yeah, and it's incredible. Like that's been like one of my favorite people. Like that. Like I like film and like I edit like a lot of our videos and stuff, and like just I've always looked up to him so much because he came from absolutely like he came out of nowhere kind of, you know, and now he's just working with like the biggest names, doing the biggest things. He has his own festival, his own drink, everything. Like the merch brand is crazy. Like he's built everything around like this video creating. Like people look at him like he's like a high tier celebrity, and like really it all just started with like making music videos. I think that's so cool. Like Cole Bennett's one of my favorites. I just had
Have
to
you
see
seen
if
his
you.
TED lecture?
No. Oh, I did see that he did it. I have not watched the full thing though. No.
So from going from like a music production and video production element to like doing a TED lecture, that's that compelling is insane. But also he does iPhone videography now.
Yeah.
Like these 13 Pros, you can shoot in ProRes.
Oh, it's insane.
He was the first person to like use this phone shooting platinum artists, and I think that's genius.
He did Lil Yachty, and then he did. Who else did he do? Did a few other people.
I think he did Yeet. Was it Yeet?
I think so. Yeah. I think that's like the craziest thing though, because like as like YouTubers or like whatever you call us, we'll like try to go into like a concert venue or like a bar or something, and we'll try and film or like anything where there's a lot of people and they'll be like no cameras. I'm like, that phone that's in majority of people, like they say no professional cameras, but like that phone that's in their pocket is like probably like if not the same as some of our cameras, like it's probably better than most of them. Like it's insane. Like I cannot believe how phones have just gotten up there. That is so cool that you could film a music video and you wouldn't even realize, and then edit one on. Like there's so many people like that I've come in contact with as in like YouTubers who do like just videos and they film and edit all on their phone.
Mhm.
It's insane what these
Crazy.
things can do. And it's like nice quality too. It's impeccable.
They've
Like-
made so many technologies completely obsolete, down to the voice memos, down to the editing, down to the photography,
Yeah.
calculator, latitude, longitude. There's really so many instruments that are intertwined into the iOS and Androids.
Yeah.
To the average person, it's hard to tell.
Yeah, average person that doesn't know much about it, they don't really think anything of it. But for like somebody who's involved with it, I think that's the craziest thing. Just like something as small as like that fits in your pocket, and then like we're running around with these rigs, and like they do the same thing but essentially. There's just not as many options, but like at the end of the day, you can produce almost, if not better, the same quality depending on what you're filming and shooting. I just think that's crazy.
You
So
never
you
know what
just-
you want until you look for it, though.
Right. Yeah.
Do you only do like your own stuff, or you do stuff for other people too?
Do I produce for other artists?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Mostly Lil Mex. My producer, he's from Staten Island. He's 19 years old. He's really a prodigy. He plays harp. He's getting into like basically DJing, videography, cinematography, everything. So he produces for other artists. He actually produced a drum pattern for Lil Baby too.
Okay.
So he does like
Crazy.
Really.
he's
Wow.
he's young and he's learning theory,
Yeah.
and like he has a lot to learn, but he's 19, he's getting into it at the right time.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be doing platinum records by 22, 23.
That's crazy. That really is cool. I mean, you're 19 and you already got like a name tag somehow with Lil Baby. That's just, I mean, he's at the top right now.
He produced Root and Rise too.
Really? Jesus, man. 19 years old. I'm 24, guys. So going off of a little bit earlier, you were talking a lot about like NFTs and stuff.
Yeah, I
so
was
like you
just
big
about
into
to go
that?
I am. I've always been into crypto. I bought Bitcoin in 2014
Okay.
in school. I used to sell watches, like $1-2 watches that could control the televisions.
Yeah.
Sold them for 30 or 40 to troll teachers. Literally, they could control. So in class, it'd just be a presentation, and it would just randomly be Nickelodeon or some other bullshit. So, 20x profit. I was walking dogs, selling Supreme. I used to have people wait out $50 a ticket and just wait in the line, get all the box logos. Like,
Yeah.
I've always been an entrepreneur.
Okay. Yeah.
So I moved out of my house when I was 15. So
Okay.
when I was like actually understanding crypto is the future, guaranteed,
Yeah.
it's not just crypto, it's blockchain. NFTs are a utility of blockchain and
Yeah.
declared digital asset ownership on the blockchain.
Okay.
There's a million new coins. There's ApeCoin, Shitcoin, Tesla coin, crazy
Everything.
coins.
Yeah.
Don't worry so much about those. Think more about the technology. I think that tickets could be completely NFTs in a year, 2-3 years. JP Morgan, Warren Buffett, they all spoke about crypto being a complete scam. They all hold it on their balance sheets.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to turn the corner in mainstream adoption in the next 6 months to 2 years. But NFTs in general I think they're basically going to replace centralized greed, gluttony, and I do think that blockchain in general is going to replace the banking structure.
I get 100%. I 100%
Completely?
back that.
Well, they're going to have to follow suit.
True.
They're
Some
going to
point
become
in life.
crypto holding centers.
Right.
Yeah.
I think
could
they
def-
are.
in the near
Many are.
future, like.
Before we die, for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely. In the near future, I see a lot of things that are like I don't know, like I mean I'm not crazy into it. I know a little bit, but like I don't know, like I could just see like a future of like simple as going to the supermarket and you're buying something with like a Bitcoin or something like that, I think. And then like the NFT game, I know like barely anything about. I know how to buy them. I guess that's cool. I haven't bought one yet. But I've been doing a little bit of research and everything, but like I don't know if I'm ready to pull a trigger 100%, but like I just don't know like exactly what to buy, you know what I mean?
I'll give you your first NFT.
Okay,
I'm
yeah.
going to give you an oven pizza.
Oven pizza?
Yep, on Polygon.
Okay, on Polygon.
You have a MetaMask wallet?
Yeah, I do.
Got you.
Okay.
I'll get your address after.
All right, yeah.
In Zimbabwe, I think it was 10, 20 years ago or something like that, maybe closer to our time, their currency was collapsing so badly, they had to adjust the price of groceries in the 10 minutes people were in the stores. It's called superinflation. So I think that we're in an intermittent period where we're going to see one of the worst recessions we've seen, and people are going to have to come to terms that our currency is not reliable and is no longer worthy of being the world reserve currency.
Yeah.
So 40% of the circulating supply of USD has been printed after 2020. Okay. So there's 21 million Bitcoin forever. We print money when we deem we need to for infrastructure, and we have no voting system for that.
Yeah.
It's completely revolved around the Federal Reserve. So our buying power as hardworking Samaritans is going to go down as time goes on and we print more money.
Yeah.
The price of Bitcoin is going to pump
Yeah.
until all of it's mined in about, I think it's 2140, 2160. All the Bitcoin will be mined, maybe sooner because we're going to have quantum computers. But in our lifetime, we're going to see a human on Mars. So crypto's not too far-fetched, in my opinion.
No, by no means. When you put it in that aspect, no, it's not at all.
Yeah.
It's actually crazy how that works.
Like NFTs, I don't know shit about NFTs, and I'm sure some of the listeners don't. Is it like all NFTs bought with like Ethereum?
No, Solana, Cardano, many different types of cryptos.
Okay. Bitcoin?
No, not Bitcoin.
Not Bitcoin?
No.
Why?
No smart contracts. It's SH. So basically, Ethereum is an ERC20 token. NFTs are ERC721s. Bitcoin is SHA-256. It's perfect for peer-to-peer transaction, but you cannot mint smart contracts with Bitcoin. It's very limited.
There's a lot of mumbo jumbo to me.
I'm sorry. I'll make it more simple.
No, yeah.
It's a master token for peer-to-peer transaction. You can buy a Rolls Royce, a mansion with Bitcoin.
Yeah.
You can't buy NFTs.
Yeah. No, it makes sense. I do slightly get it.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't get all the technical aspects, but I do slightly get that. Yeah.
Even Ethereum, so Solana is decentralized, but not completely decentralized. It could go down based upon the nodes.
Yeah.
So the way it's programmed on blockchain, if you will. Bitcoin is really the Swiss Army knife of crypto. It's the most versatile, and it's basically digital gold. Ethereum's not as secure as Bitcoin, and it's not as decentralized as Bitcoin. But it does come with smart contracts, just like Cardano.
Yeah. That's always been like my biggest question. Like, I don't know if you could give an answer to this. I don't want to sound like an asshole, but how exactly is like Bitcoin or any crypto basically like is it it's technically not like backed by anything, right? Like our US dollars backed by gold. You know what I mean?
No, it's not.
No.
It hasn't been since
No, yeah.
1960.
Oh fuck, boys! I don't
8,
know. I don't know what the
63.
fuck I'm talking about.
So you know what's funny is when we removed the gold standard,
Yeah.
we had ships from France come to retrieve our gold, which we denied. We ruined a lot of foreign relationships by the way we've treated our dollar.
Yeah.
It's just been on a slow decline. It's kind of been the elephant in the room. So now crypto is going to bring it to the point where we must address this as a world
Okay.
and as a nation.
So my only thing is like, what stops Bitcoin from all of a sudden one day just like disappearing, type thing? Not just disappearing, but just like going flat.
So there's a few possibilities that Bitcoin could go flat. So I don't want to get too like weird about this, but
No, yeah.
they say the National Security Administration synthesized SHA-256, which is the hash code for Bitcoin. So if people found out that, oh, this is a complete surveillance agenda, could go to zero.
Yeah.
But it won't go to zero because there's enough lost Bitcoin in ledger wallets and on exchanges and stolen Bitcoin to the point where Bitcoin cannot truly go to zero unless people choose not to give it value.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. Like that's what basically what crypto is. It's like you like not to take your words, but you choose to give it value, right?
Yeah, same
Yeah.
as the USD. Same as
Yeah.
a piece of paper or
Anything.
a nickel coin.
Anything. Yeah. It's crazy. It really is. It's so complicated, but it's crazy.
What NFTs do you own?
Crypto bulls, crypto bears. I have a Bored Ape Yacht Club.
You have a Bored Ape Yacht Club?
Absolutely, yeah.
Really?
I have the Snoop Dogg XYZ, but I'll be honest, Snoop Dogg's been rug pulling all of his projects. So my most stacked are my crypto bulls, crypto bears, and Meta Eagles. And Gail Yosef, when I went to New York City and saw him for the Eden Gallery opening, Meta Eagles. That was a party just for the Gaileyverse and the Meta Eagles.
Got it. Okay, that's dope.
I
Is
have
there a
many
lot
of
of cool,
those.
a lot of cool people there?
The best, the highest level people and creatives. Yeah, it felt amazing to be there.
Yeah, I saw you there on Instagram.
Free.
cool.
They'll fly you out to Dubai possibly too if you're a holder.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's crazy too. Like with NFTs can get you all that shit. Like as simple as like a little party or crazy ass extravagant things like that. I think it's like so cool. Like the community built around it. It's just like whether I don't know. It's just crazy.
When
It
I see
really
people
is.
post their GT3 RS Porsche 2019 for trade for a Bored Ape Yacht Club, I just like get excited when I see that.
Right?
Yeah, that went viral 3-4 weeks ago, I think.
Okay. What's that? Oh yeah, Nelk has a meta card.
Oh
now.
yeah, what
The
do you
full
think
set.
about that?
The full send meta
I
card.
think that's like 1.2 ETH right now.
Yeah. Those are fucking cool.
That would have been the one I would have bought probably if I knew how
I
to
would-
fucking buy it. But I don't know. What did you think about that? Do you think it's just like a money grab, or do you think it's actually going to be worth something like long
I
term?
think it will be worth something long term as long as his brand stays at the level it's at and continues to grow. That's dope because it's a utility piece.
Right.
Yeah.
They're already trying to build in little benefits for every holder and stuff.
Yeah, they just had like 2 weeks ago. They had like a exclusive like party for them. For
Yeah,
any
Snoop
holder.
Dogg and
Yeah,
like,
like Snoop Dogg hosted
Holly
and shit.
D and shit. Yeah.
About NFTs too, you've got platforms like Vivi that have contracts with Disney, Pixar, stuff like that. They're centralized NFTs, so you cannot buy them with cryptocurrency.
Okay.
They use something called GEMS Omni token, which they haven't bridged, so you can't actually cash it out or swap it or convert it to other cryptos. Omni token is bought on the App Store.
Okay.
So how you used to buy Fortnite skins, that's confirmed by the blockchain, not by an in-app server on Apple Taiwan servers.
Okay.
So you actually own your digital asset and can sell it without giving centralized corporations or creators royalties. But you do have royalties. Like if I were to sell my crypto bull right now, which I've sold some, I minted it for about $900.
Okay.
I've got over $100,000 offers.
Yeah.
That's
So-
crazy.
So that's why-
When will you sell? Like,
I
what's
sold
a
one.
number?
I sold one of them for a very high amount, over $100,000. But I prefer not to get into that type
Yeah,
of shit.
no,
But
okay.
yeah,
No, you're
I
fine.
was just wondering, like, when, like, do you think a certain time will come where those offers will crash down, or like, I don't know. Like, if I had that,
Yeah.
I'd be scared. Like, you already got that big of a margin, you know, why not take it? But also, it could be so much more in the future too. So I don't know.
psychology's a B, bro. Like you know the Dogecoin millionaire.
No.
He took $180,000, just grinding it out.
Yeah.
Went up to 5.2, 5.3.
Yeah.
Held, Dogecoin's at
he
11
held it,
cents,
yeah.
bro. Had the choice to sell at 74, 75. I'm like, bro. But again, like we're in this mentality where it's done this much for me. Be loyal to the community, but super volatility, hyper volatility.
I remember that. Yeah.
Comes with the game.
I had a couple hundred in Dogecoin. I cashed out for like $3,000 when it hit like 73 or something. But I saved a little bit of it. But then I'm like, yeah maybe.
I'm still holding it.
You're still holding it?
Yeah, I went up the
You're one of
hump,
the guys that's still
right back
oh,
down.
man.
Yeah, I held
Never
the line,
know.
man. Screwed me
Do
over.
you hold any Dogecoin?
Oh my! So not financial advice. I believe Dogecoin is going to hit. Not financial advice. $3 this year.
$3
Yeah,
this year?
Dogecoin, bro. It's going to be around for a long time.
And that was just built off a meme. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You know what's funny is one of the founders of Dogecoin actually sold all his Dogecoin, which would be worth, I think, $59 billion for a Honda Civic in 2015, 2016.
What? Oh, no. Oh, man. What's that guy doing? Like, tears.
He's not diamond handsing. You got a diamond hands.
Oh,
Good shit.
man.
Good shit.
Oh, man.
That's crazy.
Fuck. A Honda Civic?
It's tough.
Oh,
What do you
that's
think-
got
what do you think
me
he's doing now?
upset.
What do you think he's doing now?
Crying.
He's still crying, you think? Definitely.
He
still
talked a lot
crying.
of shit about Dogecoin. He
Did he?
did.
He's
Okay.
probably delivering pizzas in the Honda Civic, huh?
I hope it. I mean, it's a Honda. He probably still got it, so I bet. But yeah, that is disappointing. But you never know, man. You really don't know.
So like, how do you operate? Like majority, like so, like you said, you travel a lot. Like, have you ever like personally bought something in like crypto, or like do you use crypto a lot? Like, or do you just kind of hold it? Like,
I pay all my bills in crypto.
okay, you do. See,
Absolutely.
Okay, so that's like kind of like becoming like a more real, like, hey, this is like like I'm getting adjusted to this way of life type thing.
Absolutely.
Okay, I was wondering
Absolutely.
if you were just like holder.
There's dedicated hotels in different countries that only take crypto.
Yeah.
Monero, Zcash, Ethereum, Bitcoin, Litecoin.
Yeah.
You can
okay.
even cash out. Do you guys sports bet?
Yeah.
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 A lot of like Bovada. I think it's Bovado or Bovada. You can cash out in Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum.
I'll say I do a little bit of like gambling online once in a while, and you can cash that out in Ethereum.
Mhm.
In fact, I have a lot, but yeah, you can cash that out on Ethereum. I just think it's crazy. Like you can like there's an option to pay for with Bitcoin on like websites when I go to cash out and shit. And I have a little bit of both Ethereum and Bitcoin, but nothing crazy. Nothing like I've really like stepped up the block. What's that? Oh yeah, we were at the Erie County Fair up in Buffalo, and we went to the ATM and like it said also accepts Bitcoin transfers. Like, it's crazy. Like it's a fair. Like it's just becoming more and more of a real thing. I agree with you. It's going to be the future, definitely.
Tesla stopped taking Doge, didn't they?
Tesla,
Yeah.
they only took Doge for merch. And I think they still do.
Okay.
I thought
They
I
never
could have
took it
swore I
for-
saw.
I
a
feel like that
tweet.
would have boosted if they really took it for the cars.
It pumped 4 cents that day, I believe.
Okay. What do you think about Elon?
I mean, super genius. Like
Yeah.
he's a super genius.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I'm excited about the Tesla phone. So I have the flamethrower, the Boring Company flamethrower.
You have the Boring Company flamethrower?
Can I show it to you?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll come to Buffalo.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll bring it to
Definitely.
the cellar or wherever we like.
Oh, let's fucking do it. Yeah.
Let's do some like
Definitely.
slow motion content.
Oh, let's
Yeah.
do something. Oh God, yeah.
That's so dope.
It's a baby flamethrower, man.
Oh, I know. I've
Yeah.
seen the videos and stuff, but like it's
Still
still like
sick.
it's like a legal flamethrower type
Yeah.
shit. That's so cool though.
I can't wait for the Tesla phone. You'll be able to mine.
See,
You
I
actually
want,
could
I
with the
want that.
computing power on these iPhone 13 Pros. They inhibit it. You cannot, like certain sites are slowed down in Safari. People use DuckDuckGo. You cannot mine correctly on these iOS devices.
No, it's like an Apple thing, like telling you, like not telling you, but basically like we don't want that type thing, but like not telling you, but like basically forcing you not to be able to, right?
Restricting
Type
it.
thing, like
They've got their ecosystem down pat.
yeah, they do, they do.
Do you still mine?
Absolutely. We use ASIC miners, single purpose miners. Dogecoin only. Litecoin, Dogecoin. We
Like
don't
how
do
many?
Bitcoin.
Bitcoin too, huh?
I don't even know what they are. Those like I just see it on TikTok. People mining in their basement. They just got fucking boxes that are all lit up and shit.
Yeah,
We have bit miners.
Okay.
So they're single purpose miners. You can only mine Dogecoin with them.
How many do you have? Like,
4. About
Four?
$53,000 for them.
Damn.
They sell
And-
out though. You could actually get into the resale market of buying these miners and selling them.
So for $53,000, like how soon before you make your money back? on that?
We recouped in 4.5 months.
Okay.
You got to be very careful about your mining pools. You have to be very careful to make sure your power is consistent. These things will shut off without notice, and they'll stay off. So you really got to almost view it like you're growing like a very sensitive, like almost like a Venus flytrap.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's basically like not to put it but basically like monitoring a child type thing. Like that's like you're like you need that to be running, and you need to make sure constantly, right?
Exactly.
Type thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
you got to
cool.
tend to it. A lot of people get into helium mining. It's not profitable.
Yeah.
There's a lot of issues with the pools too. So I don't really recommend helium mining right now, but some people do well from it.
Okay.
It's really to each their own. Like, what's your investment? What returns you expect? How long do you want to take to recoup? How expensive is power around you? What jobs you work? How much time do you have a day?
Yeah. Yeah.
So for the average person, explain mining. Like, what does that mean? Where does it come from? Like, just like out of thin air. Like, it doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? To the average person.
Average person. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, just explain that real quick.
You're commissioning CPU and GPU power to solve complex, basically computer software games. So you're basically solving equations. That's why it's going to take so long for Bitcoin to fully be mined. 21 million Bitcoin to fully be mined. So basically, you are joining a pool with your GPU and CPU power. That's why they're so expensive. Not just raw material and chip shortages, but these are actually damn near supercomputers.
Yeah.
Right.
So you are commissioning your computing power into a pool group of miners to be able to solve complex mathematic equations within the blockchain that is native. ASIC miners are single-purpose miners.
Okay.
So if it's an SHA-256 miner, only Bitcoin.
Okay.
If it's an ERC-20 miner, only Ethereum.
Okay.
Or Litecoin or Dogecoin, which is on similar chains. You can mine both pretty much.
All right.
You can mine Litecoin and Dogecoin with a Litecoin or Dogecoin miner.
All right.
That's insane.
It's
dude.
advanced shit, isn't it?
That's a lot.
It's
man.
crazy, but it really
Like, I feel like you know more about like crypto and NFTs than I learned in 4 years of college for sure.
Oh, definitely. He's over here
Like, for
rifling off
sure.
numbers and shit. Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Guaranteed. Everybody back here saying that.
No,
Yeah,
it's
guaranteed.
dope, dude.
No, it's actually insane. So, like, you said you were in 2014. You bought Bitcoin. How much you buy it for?
$100 a Bitcoin.
$100 a Bitcoin.
I think it was about 763 floating rate.
Okay.
Yeah, so I ended up selling when it was worth 19.5. I sold everything.
Okay. Yeah. Not honestly not bad. It's still fucking made out big time. But
Helped me get on my feet when I moved out.
oh god, yeah. I can.
Yeah, talk about moving out at 15. Like, that's insane.
That is pretty crazy. I was gonna
What I
touch
dealt
on
with
that.
before was more insane. I had a house fire when I was 9. I saved my mom's life. So I went to wilderness camp when I was 12. Basically military wilderness camp. I went to boarding school when I was 13. Spent a year in boarding school. Almost died of my eating disorder. I had a crazy eating disorder back then. And like my Tourette's didn't surface until I was like 15. And I was diagnosed formally when I was 16. I mean, I've been around the nation, North Carolina, Virginia, like in placements. My parents were divorced when I was 6. My dad's a severe alcoholic, insane, super abusive. My mom did her utmost to keep it together, but she had different men in the house. She's with a man now, to be honest, she's not even married to. So dealing with that instability as a child, especially with the amount of energy and passion I had a choice. Like, am I going to try and grovel with people who don't truly care about my voice being heard and my needs being met? Or am I going to take this fucking scary route and figure it out? And I did.
Yeah.
So I moved in with 4 lesbians, the best people in the world at the time. I was paying $3.5, I think it was about $350 for rent at the time.
Yeah.
And doing whatever chores they needed. Housed me for about a year. Figured out how to get a deposit, security deposit, without, being 18.
Yeah.
So I got a place on Oxford near Park Avenue at 16. And then at 17, 18, I was thinking about, what's my situation now? I got my first house, paid rent on it when I was 18.
Okay.
So now I'm 23 and I have a 5-bedroom house. So, I mean, like, the reason I did suicide prevention first is because, like, when you're lost, you really can go to that extent. You can go quickly. And if you have that lack of family structure, like, you can make a decision that's permanent with temporary emotions.
Yeah.
So I think it's very important to, like, speak about the addiction stuff, speak about it. But, like, if you walk in a club, it's being fed to you almost. That vibration, that 808 chakra,
Oh yeah.
that destruction.
Definitely.
And I feel like you really have to ask, like, are these labels sign these artists knowing that they're going to keep the current state, the current human situation going where it is right now? They're not changing anything. Like, I almost want to look to Cole and Kendrick to like make those decisions, but they almost stay out of the public eye.
Yeah, they do. They really do. Like, not much presence at all when it comes to them. Like, I mean, they have
Those
the
two
presence
are-
when it's needed, but
They're very different too. Like they're not rocking all the big chains and like driving Lamborghinis and shit. Like J. Cole's riding his bike down like New York City. You know what I mean? Like
That's the
they're-
way he affects the
yeah.
people at the like ground level, because they're juggling a lot too. I mean, they
Yeah.
they have major corporate cosigns. J. Cole has a deal with Puma.
Mm-hmm.
Like Kendrick's, he won a Pulitzer Prize. So they have to juggle their perception in the public eye at that level while also staying true to their fans, and I think they do a great job. The people do want more though.
yeah, they definitely do. Like, that's all you hear about. Like on like socials, especially with J. Cole. Like J. Cole drop, and like it's like, and he doesn't like talk much. Like he doesn't give much of anything, you know. And it's like, I don't know. J. Cole's cool though. Like,
It's that mystique though. Like
Yeah.
that's what blew up the weekend.
Yeah,
Like no one even knew what he looked like until like damn near Kissland.
yeah. This is different. Like, you're different. Like, you're not the same old person. And if you have the talent and artistic reach, per se, like you're gonna like those guys are just made for it. Like, they don't need to be out in the public eye 24/7 to make a name for themselves type thing. And I think that's cool. That's why those guys are so well respected, because everybody truly knows that. But like, the same people who know that, they appreciate like the. I don't want to throw anyone.
What's your thoughts about the like? Sorry to change the
No,
subject.
you're fine. You're fine.
What's your thoughts on like the whole like rap industry and shit? Like, do you think there's like, I don't know. I see a lot of shit. You know what I mean? Online about like Satanists and like they're trying to basically control the sheep with musicians. You know what I mean? Like keep people poor, make people want certain clothes, certain chains, certain cars, and they use the rap artists to basically try to get people to want those things. Whereas like look at Jay-Z, right?
Yep.
Now he's really wealthy. You don't see him with chains and crazy shit all the time, like flexing. You know what I mean?
I think that if you're an artist at a high level, you're harnessing some sort of spiritual energy. I think that there's a lot of spiritual energy on the bottom and top of the rap industry, and really every industry. Like, I feel like there's a template of culture that we have going that will need to the veil will need to be pulled back before we have an upgrade in consciousness, if you will. So I do believe in a lot of what you're saying, like the Satanist stuff.
Illuminati and shit like that. Like, I don't know.
Jesus,
I, like-
big guy
Yeah.
for that.
I don't know.
The Hove. No, I know what you're getting. I know what you're getting at.
Yeah.
Well, he's tapped into, I mean, like, look at this symbolism. Like, he has a lot of Aleister Crowley symbolism. So I do believe that they're all tapped into the energy, the highest level energy. You have to be.
Yeah.
And with that comes a lot of control. And with these contracts comes a lot of control. Like these 360 deals, people get a Land Rover, get a chain, and then the A&R or the manager or the execs like sign this now. They don't even read the contract.
Yeah.
One thing that's very important is artists often don't go to a third-party lawyer. They use a production company lawyer. Here's this dude, he's got your back.
Yeah.
They're always going to be loyal to the return customer, the
Right.
production company. The artist, I don't care if you have Old Town Road out, you're doing the biggest numbers, you're doing diamond streams, whatever. They're always going to be loyal to the label.
Yeah.
So you have to understand that the business is really 80% business, 20% music.
No, definitely.
So if you don't have the business, you got to at least have a few people who want to advocate for you and see you win at a high level.
Right.
Everyone has a
Right.
team.
Definitely. No, 100% agree with that. Yeah. Segueing from that, Chief. Segueing from that. No, you're good. You're good. Segueing from that. So, like, let's get into a completely different subject here. So, you said earlier you like to used to resell, like you caught BOGOs. You'd be in line selling tickets for Supreme lines. So, like, what got you into like the clothing? And I mean, like, what's your like? Let's start with what got you into it.
A local skate shop in Rochester named Crudco.
Crudco, I know Crudco. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Legendary shop, by the way.
when my parents broke up, my mom stayed in Brighton. I kind of grew up in Brighton. My dad got a house down in Gibbs, so like around here.
Yeah.
So I grew up half in Brighton, half in the city. So I saw, like, we had Eastman students playing jazz. He had a carriage house. Like, my dad is a very interesting person. Like, he does do very well. And he got, like, a carriage house with like tar leaking from the ceiling, and my mom's living in like a 1890s Tudor, like an insane Tudor. And then like I kind of got to see like the garbage plate of Rochester and how close it is together, like Brighton culture versus city culture. So for me personally, like getting into hanging around Crudco, there were things that I was so inspired by that I had no clue about, like skateboarding. So I've never been a great skateboarder, but they are insane skateboarders at Crudco.
Oh God, yeah.
So I just saw the hustle. Like the Red Octobers, when the Red Octobers came out, I had to get a pair.
Yeah.
So the foam posits, I waited at Villa to get the foam posits, and this was like before I really got into like super like box logo resale. And to be honest, like everyone around Crudco, they didn't really know too much about. They knew more about dunks, like the original
The
dunks.
skating shoe. Like it's like an OG skating shoe. Yeah.
So I got into like the Gucci dunks, the Tiffany dunks,
Right.
and now you need the box logo to match the fit.
Yeah.
So I go on the site, I'm refreshing it, I'm like, oh, boom, boom, checking out, sold out. What the, right? Go to secondary markets, go to eBay, $500 for a shirt I could have got for 70. How do
Right.
I get in?
Yeah.
So I found Botch later. I got into Botch later, but originally you could get places in New York City.
Yeah.
So I used to take the bus up. The day after, I had a bunch of people, like social media is the gem. So I used to have people wait between $50 and $100, wait in line for me at Supreme, get whatever you can.
Yep.
I'll finance it and bless you in whatever way possible, dinner, whatever. And I mean, I would make insane money. Like I would $190 for a box logo, $800 in a week.
Yeah.
as a 15, 16-year-old kid, I was able to think about other options.
Yeah.
And it helped me put down dog walking, because that was like one of my major first things was walking dogs.
Okay. That's cool. I mean, like the whole culture around it is crazy. Like I used to be heavily invested like a couple years ago and everything. I've since gone out of it a little bit, but I mean, I still appreciate it. I just don't like. I used to bot and stuff, and like do like some reselling on the side and shit. But like nothing like. I mean, like having people wait in line. That's some like high tier reseller shit. Like, trying to think.
That's like old school.
That is super old school.
Yeah,
like that's like big like 2013, 2014, 2015 vibes, like old school.
I never understood bots. I had people like run bots for me. Like I would pay them a small fee and they would run bots for me. But
Yeah, I used
that was
to.
it.
Supreme almost used to be like the NFT gold rush.
Basically,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
That's why I was gravitated towards NFTs. I see an emerging market. Supreme was an emerging market, very boutique, very niche.
Yeah, and everybody wants it, but there's only a limited quality and quantity.
Yep.
And like everybody wants it, and people are willing to pay, depending on what the item is. People are willing to pay extreme amounts. Like I still have a lot of Supreme stuff that like I just don't do anything with, but like I sit on it still, and like I have a 2008 is it Sean Cleaver artist? Do you know who he is?
No.
He did a Halloween box logo with Supreme. I have one of those sitting still.
Is it white or black?
White. I have one of those sitting still, and like that thing's from 2008. Like that's not like never been touched. It's fine, but that thing's fucking expensive right now. But I'm still sitting on it because like whatever. But like
That's my only regret. I wish I didn't need to. I wish I didn't need the finances
yeah
back then, and I
Yeah.
held on to this stuff like the Comme des Garçons, the Herald Hunters.
Oh my god. Dude, and like they were going for like 300, 400 at that rate, but like now like the older items right now, those are the things that are crazy, like absolutely insane. Like you're
Yeah.
talking like couple like you're talking 4 digits at this point. Like
Even just like base like Jordans from
oh, yeah, you're talking sneakers
like the
too.
very first Jordans, unworn. Like I know a guy that had like 2 pairs of each Jordan, 1 through 11, that he never touched, and then he had a 3rd pair that he wore back in like the 80s.
Yeah.
That was when I was 15. So that article, the Democrat and Chronicle posted, I was still in school, like kind of like staying in school, trying to hustle.
Behind it. Nice. Yeah, okay, I got you.
I got that for $320, that North Face jacket.
The North Face?
If you had it in that condition now, you're talking 25.
Oh, yeah, that thing
$3,200
that thing's
yeah.
fucking OD, dude, at this point.
It's dope.
That cowskin. Oh.
So yeah, like I was always into just, I don't know, being able to like branch out and claim my equity. I really felt like I was always interested in Supreme too. Like my interest now has definitely gone down. I'm not so interested about the new projects, more the Tiffany box logo. But like you look at that, that would have been $1,000 in a week.
Yeah.
Now it's like $300-$400 still, even a few months after release.
They did that the Burberry one a couple weeks ago. That one was hot. Like I think I actually went for that one. I haven't gone for a drop in a long time. I went for that one and it was fucking dude. That was the fastest I've seen that website sold out. And I've been through a lot of Supreme drops. I mean, I clicked on it, it was sold out.
Mm-hmm.
Like the bots are insane now too, and they have the caption and everything
I
too.
don't know how their website handles it. It's insane. Like Nike has to do the raffles. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy that Supreme can keep up
Shoes
with.
are insane too.
Yeah.
You're not gonna hit on the app though.
Oh, never hit on the app.
No,
Never,
it's hard.
never.
I mean,
Very
I have
rare.
I have
Very,
a couple
very rare.
times on things I barely wanted, but
I would say I've hit a couple times on the app, but like it's so rare. Like I saw a kid, actually one of my good friends, Brett. He hit on the app. It was I don't know what it's called, but a couple years ago they did a box logo T-shirt. It's like the gem one. I don't know what it is, but like he hit that on the app and he was going nuts. I'm like, did you hit that on a fucking app too? It's so tough. We used to be in college and school on our laptops, just fucking. Okay, come on, 11 o'clock. Where are you at? Just watching the timer. Refresh. Let's go.
Yeah.
And I mean, we used to get shit, but like, I don't know. I've never hit like a crazy high tier. I've never hit a North Face jacket off drop. Those are just fucking insane. Any North Face. They just did one today, actually. Today's Thursday. They did a new North Face today. It was nothing hard.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty boring. It actually sat for a while.
A tip for the sneakers app: you never hit if you try multiple times. Find like a grandma or like a mom who has an iPhone and just has never. Yeah, you know the trick.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, with so much attention and traffic driven towards really a stream of income, like a lot of people are going insane for the PS5s.
Yeah.
Yeah, for like you're talking a $200 to $400 price window. But I mean, money's money. So I just think about like the way they did their release with the PS5s is almost similar to the way Nike is managing their sneakers app
Okay. Yeah.
with distribution.
I've only hit on sneakers like 2 or 3 times. I've hit 2 Jordan 1s. I can't even tell you what they are. They're nothing special. I hit 2 Jordan 1s and I hit I hit the Off-White Sale 5s. I hit those. I was so shocked to hit those though. Like I had so it's a funny story. It was at work actually, and I'm sitting there, and I had the Apple Pay. So all you got to do is double tap your thing and then read your face and everything. I had that, and like I got a charge for like $250, and I'm like, whoa, wait, I've never seen that before. Did they just false charge me? Because the app didn't tell me I secured them yet. And then it's like next thing you know, it's like secured. I'm like, oh, let's go, boy. Yeah, I ended up. Yeah, I'm not talking about what I did with those, but.
Rest in peace, Virgil.
Yeah, big time,
Crazy.
man. That man was an icon too. Icon. Like you cannot replace that man. That man did so much for like this whole like fashion community. It's insane. Everything.
Crazy.
Not even just creativity community. Whatever involves in that. That guy was.
There's
something
people on the
different,
come
dude.
up, but I don't think anyone will ever touch him.
That man was
He's like
something
the
different.
Michael Jordan of it.
I feel like he unapologetically, fearlessly bridged the gap between so many different styles and communities, and the unity that like he DJ'd too.
Okay.
Virgil
I didn't even know
DJ.
that. Like, but like
Yeah.
that's just another thing on Virgil. Like, what didn't he do? That's insane. Really.
Man of many passions.
Yeah.
I'd be curious if we asked him what does he love to do, or how would he present himself. What do you think he'd say?
Oh, that's tough.
Artist,
Art
creator.
creator, like kind of the same
Creator,
thing.
yeah.
Like I'm sitting here thinking about it now. Like when you said that, and like now talking about Virgil, like I'm looking at you and I'm like, well, it's like you're doing so many things, it's unreal. And like I'm thinking like he did so many things, it's unreal. So it's like kind of like the same boat. I feel like it'd just be creator, like all around, like you name it, like I have something to do with it. That's crazy. Because like you said, like you have something to do with filmmaking, editing. You're into the NFTs and everything. You're into
You're dropping an album soon.
albums, like what? Everything, like any community you want to be a part of, and it's crazy.
It feels insane because we literally just got back from shooting the video for Games, a track I'm working on and mixing here. In Miami, we're on a yacht. We're shooting with the drone. Drone flies in the ocean. I get on a plane and I go shoot a wedding video.
Yeah.
And then like right after that, I'm like shooting senior portraits and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I go work on color grading for another rapper.
Okay.
So like, and I mean, equal passion, but like you just walk in a room sometimes and you're just like, oh, I'm here now.
Yeah.
Like it just feels, it's just passion, it's just energy. But like shooting wedding video is just as much fun for me as recording a track.
Of course, yeah. No, if you're into it, and like that's actually insane. Like shooting a wedding, I feel like that for me.
I feel like
boring.
that'd be awful.
Yeah, for me, like
Yeah.
I like filming like his videos and stuff. I film some of his videos, and like I feel like I'd rather film your videos. But like I'm not like a filmmaker. Like I just know how to do it. You know what I mean?
I've only done one wedding. I
Okay.
stayed away from weddings because if they're gonna micromanage me,
Yeah.
that's not gonna be my job.
That's another
Yeah.
thing too. Like,
They
don't
were
tell me how to do
beautiful
my
couple.
thing if you're having me here.
Actually, the person who did my bathroom in my house, the contractor, that was him.
Oh, okay.
And they're like 50, 56 years old. So it was relaxed. You know, it wasn't like pressure filled. It was super fun.
Okay, cool. So you knew him. Okay,
Yeah.
Cool.
I'd have to vet my wedding videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I honestly, I think you're right. Like, dude, that's the most annoying thing. Like micromanaging behind your back, like on something that, like, listen, you hired me to do this, so like, don't tell me how to do it, type shit. It's like, trust me, I'm gonna give you the product you paid for, or else I'm not gonna charge you that much, type shit. Like, I wouldn't charge you this much or do this much if like I know I'm not good enough. Like, there are a lot of people out there, but like, don't micromanage. Just let somebody do it their thing. That's the most annoying thing that I've come into deal with. You know.
That's been a difficult middle ground for me, to be honest. Because like working on content, pushing to reach a high level of production in Rochester, New York,
Yeah.
there's a small community of people who do it. So I dealt with a lot of difficulties in the beginning trying to find like professionals who actually were willing to like stake it out for the craft, like actually cared about the craft, not just the check.
Yeah.
So I dealt with a lot of experiences, very shitty experiences in the beginning, like not having things turn out right, not being able to pursue and finish content. And I feel like I've needed to relax a little bit and like get in the room with the right people and just let them release.
Yeah.
You know, not so much hang over their shoulders, even though I do truly care about the final product.
Yeah.
You really got to attract the right energy with it. And,
Right.
you know, not just the money, people got to trust in your vision and your perspective enough
Yeah.
to like let you release freely.
You got to know the crew around you. And like if there's like money hungry people, it's nothing wrong with that. But it's like if you're not running the same vibe per se, it's like a lot of things can get thrown off. A lot of arguments come into.
Yeah. I feel like passion over money. That's my
Definitely.
thing. But
Definitely. Yeah. I mean, for like most
I mean, you need money to live. Don't get me wrong. But
like you should like run your passion and like have like that income and then like find like just keep on working on your passion type shit.
Yep.
You know? Yeah, I don't know.
The way you impact people.
Yeah, that's another big thing.
definitely.
It's crazy.
People will react to passion.
Yeah. The world is people are crazy and the world is crazy. I don't know. Oh man.
I feel like when we were at the cellar the one time, we talked about. Did we talk about rental properties at all?
We did, absolutely.
I think we did. I don't
Yeah.
remember what we talked about, but I feel like we did. Are you into rental properties at all?
So I own my property now. At that time, I was renting.
Oh, so you bought the one
Yeah.
you were renting.
Absolutely.
Is it just a house or is it a duplex or?
5-bedroom house in Brighton on a creek.
Cool. That's dope.
Beautiful it must be. Really.
I love it. It's peaceful.
Yeah.
I always wanted to live in New York City when I was younger, but spending enough time in New York City, blech.
Yeah, too much.
Yeah.
It's unpredictable for me personally, especially during these times.
Yeah.
It's a nice place to visit,
Definitely.
but I don't know how people live there full
It's
time.
a playground.
It
Like,
really is.
The hustle
crazy.
of the city, if you live there,
It's
like
beautiful. Like I like people like that's always been like my biggest argument with like my girlfriend. Like she always wants to take vacations to like a beach type thing per se, and just chill around on the beach for like a couple weeks and shit. Like I'm a huge advocate for like, yo, let's go to a city, like, and just like first of all meet people. Second of all, just like take it all in, like not just the big buildings, but like the community around it, like everybody's so adjusted and it's such a different atmosphere. It really is. Like being even out in Rochester, an hour away from our place where we live, is like to me so different. Like it's like for some reason, like I look at like I'll come out here for a weekend and like I told my girlfriend this. She looked at me like I was fucking had 3 eyes, and I'm like I look at like coming out to Rochester for a weekend as like a vacation type thing because I'm in somewhere different and there's so much like whether it's Rochester or whatever, but like. I look at that as a vacation type thing. Like you're not where you normally are, and everything's different around you, and you're experiencing new things that you didn't even know were.
So
like
the 585 is a vacation, huh?
Dude, I love the 585. I have so many boys out here. Like we come out here, we party,
Yeah, I get it.
we have fun, dude. Like there's
But
I have so many friends.
I don't
out here.
know. I like when I was younger, I wanted to live in New York City, but like I've been there multiple times. I could never live there. I couldn't live in LA. I couldn't live in Miami.
No, maybe Miami.
upstate New York, the property. I mean, this place is going to, there's going to be a gold rush here.
Yeah.
Clean water, the Finger Lakes, Lake Ontario, as well as you, like from my house, country, 10
But
minutes.
the
City,
taxes
10
and,
minutes.
the taxes and everything are insane though.
Especially in Brighton.
Yeah.
That's New York though, you know. I mean,
I know. That's what I hate about it.
it's brutal, bro.
Yeah.
But then we were like, I don't know, like he brings up a solid point, like fresh water, clean water type shit, like.
Oh yeah.
And like
no,
he just
yeah.
said 10 minutes country. That's like the same thing
Yeah,
for us. 10 minutes country, 10 minutes city.
Yep.
Yeah.
Even in Buffalo. Like that is like the craziest thing. Like people can't believe that sometimes when they come here. Like if I have somebody from out of town or somebody from out of town comes here for the first time, they're like, you live that close to the city? But it's like 20 minutes ago we were in Fields. And I'm like, that's what, you know, or 10 minutes beach too. Like we have like
45 minute state
Buffalo's-
park. We shot one of my videos to Pressure at Letchworth.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, and like I think like everywhere we are right now is like a hidden gem type shit. Because like, listen, like you go to Florida, you know what you got to deal with in Florida? Florida gets hurricanes, right? Before I sound stupid. Florida gets
man.
hurricanes.
You got to deal with the
You know?
Florida man.
Florida gets hurricanes. Like we're up here. What do we deal with? Maybe a brutal snowstorm. Maybe.
Florida man saws his own leg off and
Oh, we're not even talking about
in
the
a
craziness
swamp,
of Florida. But like,
that's like
What do we get,
middle
like-
of Florida though.
What do we get? Like a crazy snowstorm? Whoa! Like at least my house isn't being torn apart.
No.
Not even to mention like tornadoes type shit. Like we have a little hidden
Very
gem
rare.
here. Yeah, it gets cold in the winter. No, very rare here.
Tornadoes here?
He's saying very rare here.
Yeah.
No.
Florida's a different
Animals.
country.
Like we don't have like the poisonous snakes and shit. Like maybe we
I do love
but, like,
Florida though.
Oh, Florida's dope.
I'd like to get a condo down there and rent it out, Airbnb it or something.
It's a different country. It feels like a different world.
I know.
Yeah.
It's beautiful down there, but
we're heading out to Florida soon.
Yep.
I haven't even bought the tickets yet.
Yeah, you gotta do that.
Go jet skiing.
What's that?
Go jet skiing.
Jet skiing, you say?
We went jet skiing. First
jet
time.
skiing.
Insane.
Buddy. Yeah.
What is that? What is that?
Jet skiing?
I don't know what that. Oh, jet skiing.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck boys.
Minga.
Shot.
Yeah.
No, what is
I don't know if we're not gonna have time. We're gonna be busy down there. We're gonna be working down there.
Oh, jet. No, yeah, like, dude, if I say the Monday though, maybe. I don't know. Well, he's not saying the Monday. I know that, but like, no, we gotta go down for like a Dion dog. Like the thing is, so like we're gonna land. It's literally we're gonna land Friday. We're gonna probably get drunk. Probably get drunk. No, not a chance. We're settling in early, man. If you know who we are, not a chance. But like, whatever. Wake up Saturday, probably incredibly early. We're gonna do a podcast. Then there might be another podcast after that. Then there might be another podcast after that. So that's basically all of Saturday. That's gonna hurt. And then we're heading back on Sunday. Just a weekend trip. Speaking of traveling, how often do you like travel? Like, what do you like? First of all, let's start with this. How often do you travel? But then hit me up with the following statement of craziest place you've been. I said been.
So I've been a lot recently.
Okay.
Like I've spent about like probably 9 days out of this month like at home. So like Washington, Miami, New York City 4 times just this month. So like basically constantly, more and more for work too.
Yeah.
But Israel and taking the Eurostar when I was 10 years old, my grandparents took me to London.
Yeah.
We took the Eurostar from London to France.
Really?
Yeah, under the channel.
How awesome was that?
It was a high-speed train. It was insane.
Really?
But Israel has been the craziest place I visited. I had my bar mitzvah in Israel.
Okay. Now, why is it the craziest place?
It feels like a different universe, bro. Like you feel connected to every single thing. You've got 18, 19-year-olds carrying fully automatic weapons, kissing each other. The vibe is beautiful. People are respectful.
It's crazy.
Tel Aviv, you're in a surfing culture, beautiful women.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go to Jerusalem, everyone's praying and putting prayers in the wall. Like actually writing on notes, putting manifestations into the Western Wall.
Yeah.
So Jerusalem, Tel Aviv, I went surfing in Tel Aviv. That was pretty insane.
Really?
The Dead Sea too. But I can't do those salt chambers. Like I tried one recently. You know the laying down, you float?
Yeah, you float. Yeah.
Man, I couldn't do that.
You can't do that?
No.
I've wanted to try one. I know there's like a couple around Buffalo. I want to try one. That'd be so like interesting just to like experience. There's like
I don't know what it is.
a salt chamber.
No.
Really?
I have no idea what that is.
It's like you the water's so
down.
dense, right? Like correct me if I'm wrong here, but like the water's so dense that like you kind of like you feel like you're floating. Obviously, you're in water.
It's the salt content.
So yeah. So like you're just like floating there, and like it's so dark you can't hear anything, and like you're just kind of chilling there. It's like a form of meditation type shit. Actually, it'd probably be great for me because I have like super high anxiety. It'd probably be great for me, but like I've just never like gone through with it. I've looked it up and everything. Like there's a couple places in Buffalo that offer it. Like Joe Rogan all the time on his podcast, he's like, check out my salt chamber. I got one right next door. Like that's got to be like one of the coolest experiences, and like they say like you can like have like an out of body experience.
Yeah, I would try it. I feel like I wouldn't like it though.
It was horrible. What was insane is the Dead Sea in Israel because you naturally float because of the salt content.
Because of how dense it is.
Yeah, so you're floating literally in the Dead Sea.
Really?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Got to make sure you don't have cuts though.
Oh.
Burn you.
Oh my god.
My issue with the float chamber, was my neck was sinking, so my ears get filled with water, and it was like my neck was spasming. I couldn't do it.
I've never tried one. It's like a deprivation. That's what they call it, right? Deprivation chamber. I want to try one so bad. Maybe one day.
Do you guys meditate?
Get around it. You know, like
I've tried it.
I've tried. I can definitely do it. It's just like a matter of like like with me, I'm super anxious, so like it would help me out. But like I'm so anxious to the point where like I just can't keep myself doing it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
In a weird way. But like I definitely like I should. Like, I know I should. Like I am.
I do. I don't like to view it as meditation though. When I give it a label, that's when I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
So for me, focusing on breath more.
Yeah.
Like just being in an environment where I'm alone with my thoughts and not seeking escape. That's important to me so I can actually decipher what I'm thinking and how to like pursue it without doing something I'm not proud of.
Yeah.
So breath is important and water's important and you got to be careful what drugs you do.
Yeah.
Drinking can make you very,
Oh, don't believe me. Yeah.
to a high level.
Oh, big time. Big time. Big time anxious with that sometimes. Some days.
And people really do not talk about how psychoactive marijuana is.
No, I know. We always pass it off and everything. Like it's just it is. I mean, it's a mind-altering substance. You know, I think it should be legal. I do. These two back here are big time stoners. Big time. The two producers we got. The big time stoners. But like, I mean, they can work on it. You know, so like, it's not like it affects their like personal life. But like, definitely, like I've seen people where it's like, fuck, man, like.
Yeah,
it's something. It really is something. Like we play it off as like a society that is like it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
Like everybody should do it type shit. But like first of all, it's not meant for everybody. Second of all, because like I'll be the first advocate. Like I get stoned, I'm fucking bugging out.
Yeah.
I'm fucking looking left and right like what's going on. Like and we can all vouch for that. But like, yeah, no,
Well, it's progress though. As long as we don't view it as we used to in the 80s and 90s.
Right.
As long as we have a conversation.
No, 100%. Like you got to talk about it. Really, when it comes down to it, like as long as it's not like looked at like the worst thing on earth, like fuck, this is gonna kill you, lead you into every other drug ever, like gateway drug type shit. But like other than that, honestly, I have no problem with anyone doing it. I just don't need it myself, you know.
Same.
I mean,
Yeah.
What's that? With cocaine? Oh yeah, before it was legal in New York State. Like, well, I mean, not marijuana, but like dabs and shit. Like those are like a controlled substance. That's crazy. It's the same thing. It's just a little bit higher density. It's a lot higher.
I will give credit though. It saved my life during certain times and helped me like actually think of things from a different perspective. I have bars in my new songs talking about drugs, pills, and anger. A life that don't inspire me. Had to catch a frequency that amounted to a higher me. Tyranny, pandemic, washed over society. Smiling through that misery and came out free like piracy. So driven. Damn man on a mission. More from the kid that got detention in division. Subtracted the extras, now I'm left with the essentials. Succession's elemental, treating mind and body like temple. So like...
Damn, that was fucking dope.
That's pretty fire.
So yeah, like I feel like the pressure, like we can, and the song's called Pressure. So with all these things we think about, college, school, money, parents, girlfriend, kids, whatever it is, it's so easy to just send that tension to something that can be destructive. And being mindful of that, it's not encouraged and it's not something that's fun.
Yeah.
But it's essential, and figuring out that the only way around is through is essential to healing, I think.
Yeah. No, it makes sense. It really does. It's a rough world out there, and you need some way to cope. What time we at? What are we rocking with? Hour 10. All right. We're trying to keep the episodes a little bit shorter here. Anything else you want to say?
Plug your stuff, man.
We definitely got to get you back on because you're a real talkative guy, and I love it. I love it.
This was dope.
Look right in this camera and just give any @ or social you have.
At OMG MAXGOD. Thank you guys so much for coming. I love the content you create. I'm going to like it up, comment it, share it, and I'll see you again next time. Thank you for coming.
Let's go, boys. Everybody knows.
Appreciate it.
Everything will be in description.
Shout out to Wicked Squid Studios as well.
Oh, fuck yeah. Thank you
Big shout
so
out
much.
in
They helped out
Rochester.
so much. You have no idea.
Yeah.
If you guys are in
This is
Rochester,
huge.
you
We're
guys
using
make
the mics
music,
and
you guys do anything, like, I'm telling you, come here. This is so comfortable. It's so nice in here. They treat you so well.
You're going to get your audio sounding ready for radio.
For sure.
And this audio is going to be like our best audio we ever had.
They
I
give,
can
they give us a
guarantee you
little
that.
lesson here.
I guarantee you that. All right, guys. This has been the Botch Pod. Thanks for coming. Peace.